Hello everybody. We are back. Alright, so it's time to go forth here and see what we got. Whether it be a sewer or a reservoir system for the castle, mold, mildew, and moss be speckled with stones within this chamber. What's going on here? Yeah, it's the same thing. Whether this squirrel has held up well over the years. Oh, okay, let's just take it. Okay. A new spell. As you read the scroll, one particular word stands out from the rest. Entries. In your mind's eye, you see a glyph glowing with power. As you write down the strange mark in your spell book, the scroll crumbles in your hands. You have learned a spell. Alright. What's going on up here? The iron door is latched shut by nothing more than a simple bolt. Okay. You shake the iron gate, noting that it appears to be slightly loose. Hey, look at that. You tug on the iron bars. The grate resists at first, but then it opens, providing access to the chamber beyond. What about these ones? Nope. Nope. Let's go over here first. Peering into the darkness, you drop down in the muck and crawl through the tight opening. Key binding objects. You can key bind anything in your inventory and some UI items. You work thyself and your current torch to the 0 through 9 keys. Select the object and then hold Control and press one of the number keys on your keyboard. Now anytime you want to use that object. Okay, so Control and then a number. Alright. Let's see. Select the object, then hold Control. Okay. So if I do this and this, select this, and I Control 1. Is that right? There we go. Control 2. Alright, I think those are good right there, huh? Do that for now. The stone den is damp. It smells of corpse and greens. Corpse of copse, copsy, and green foliage, as if a mirage. The far side of the cave shimmers, and power emanates from the standing stone obelisk. The stone obelisk is nearly 10 hands high, embellished with strange glyphs and 3 deep notches. It hums with an ancient power that assures you it can be powered by some simple magic invocation. Expressed by the lush subterranean den is deep into the mountain. This is true. What's going on over here? You're surprised to find. Okay. Anything in the water? Ankle deep water flows into this chamber. I'm not seeing anything I can really interact with, right? So if I did that, I'll let you stop trying to use it. Okay. Okay. What about spells? I don't know what this is. together well and picture the glyph in your mind. Uncomfortable pressure builds in your bowels. That can't be good. You think to yourself as the spell backfires in your face. Okay, so there's nothing really going on here, so let's go back. And let's go ahead and do that. Let's head on up here. You jump and manage to find a handhold within the hatchway. After a frantic moment or two, you manage to pull yourself through. This room reminds you of the elven fun house at King Otto's fair. You remember taking your sister, hoping to lose her in the reflective maze. Well, that's not fun. Actually, let's do this. Let's light them all. Uh-oh, what'd that do? Feels like we're going up a bit. I wonder if we're working our way to the surface. Yorick spouts. Okay. The large border has veins of quartz running through it. Nothing. You see a warped reflection of yourself in the mirror, noting that you look nothing like when you started this adventure. Okay. All the same thing. You catch some movement behind your reflection. You jump back in a surprise before looking around the room. A faint effect moves across its surface. Let's do it. Okay. What is happening? My mouse has just stopped. That's really weird. Alright, let's do it. Weird. Okay, so let's go ahead. What else to try here? Make these spells, but I don't know what to do with them. Okay, kill that. Let's go back through the opening behind you. A large block of cold granite blocks the way. Okay, so that means I need to go back down this way. Okay. Lower yourself through the opening on the floor. Whether it be a sewer, reservoir system, castle, mold, mildew, okay. Let's go back. You pull with all your might, but the rune will not budge an inch from the wall. Perhaps it's enchanted in some way. Let's try it. How many times can you try these things before you get killed? Whoa. You concentrate, drawing power from the air itself. After a moment, you release a spell with a word. With the exception of an annoying headache, nothing else resulted from your spell casting. What about the new one? You visualize the glyph in your mind and release the power of the spell. The effect produces some pretty fireworks, but little else. Alright. Let's go back. Let's do, that. Let's see what happens. Whoa. You take a sudden step on the rickety bridge. The bridge sways and creaks alarmingly. You halt in mid-stride and step back off the bridge. It definitely doesn't seem safe. Perhaps an entity that could help you become lighter than air. Yeah. Giving you an odd sensation that quickly clears up. What about now? Can I go now? Nope. Okay. Use thyself. I don't think that's working the way I think it should be. Oh, there's somebody up there now. Oh, he disappeared. You hear the unmistakable twang of a long bow, followed by the whistle of an arrow. Oh, you see if I jerk to the left, you see the glint of silver as the arrow misses you and strikes the rock behind you, shattering into splinters. Okay. Let's try my magic up there, shall we? Nothing. And it explodes in my face. Yeah. This explodes in my face. That's just great. I have no eyebrows left, basically, right? How far do I have to go back? Oh yeah, this room. Okay. Let's, is there anything way to go over that way? Okay, let's go this way. Searching and looting. You can search and loot various objects in the game by selecting an object, then selecting either open or use. The contents of the object will automatically be added to the appropriate tabs in your inventory. Search and okay. I already did that, right? Yeah, I did it to that skeleton before. You search amongst the bones, find nothing that interests you. Alright, got another skull. Let's do it. You rummage through the sack and find a scroll. You put it in a... Okay, let's check out what's on that scroll. While the writing is difficult to discern, you manage to glean a few key phrases. The danger is real. Alert the surrounding lands. Seal off the passages into the Gatekeeper Mountains. The wax seal shows an eagle in flight and is signed by someone named Fandril. Okay. Items. The skull has a deep gouge in the back of its head. Tail says a death blow from an axe. Okay. Let's look at this door. There's band in iron. Can I open it? I can. Alright, now's a good time to do that. Let's do it. Double clicking. Double tap a command keybind to lock it. You can then perform that command multiple times without reselecting it. Right-click anywhere to deselect a command or object. You can also double-click on objects to look at them. On unlocked doors to open them, and on open doorways to go through them. Oh, okay. Huh. Strange entity made entirely of solid ice and cold vapor hovers about the room in front of you. You've heard of a magical orb that can capture creatures like this. Okay. Now for now, let's open this. You put your shoulder to the door and shove it open. I'll be back. Oh boy. Equipping objects. Notice the shield on the ground. This is an object you can equip. Equipped objects by selecting and then selecting the equip shield icon. Equipped objects can be seen on thyself in the portrait in the upper right. As well as in your inventory, you can unequip objects by the same procedure. Okay. Gathering a breath. Place a small helmet on your head. Fit is a bit snug. The roar they releases a scorching stream of fire at you. You raise your iron shield just in time to block the dragon's flame, dispersing it harmlessly to either side of you. Take the hammer. A superheated stream of fire at you. You lift your iron shield and it's going to block the fiery flame, although this time you can actually feel the heat. These gold coins have become a melted mound of treasure. That's funny. This fills the chamber. Change your mind. Help. Russian protection glows red hot. Okay. We need to back out of here. We'll be back. Manage to rush from the room before the dragon can release a blast of fire. Teeth chattering, you stand within the cold cellar, hugging yourself for warmth. A creature made of ice hovers playfully on the far side of the room. probably need him to take out the dragon. That would be my guess. Let's go back. Alright. Let's try this one. Okay. Stone tombs lining the walls of this musty crypt. There is an ancient, almost reverent air to this place. A bas-relief carved on the tomb is of an ancient figure brandishing a sword. An indistinct yet noble-looking warrior has been carved into this sarcophagus. A cowled, shadowy figure is carved on the lid of this crypt. The likeness of a regal figure has been engraved on the lid of this tomb. The figure carved on the lid of this tomb has a mischievous, feral look to it. It is holding one upside-down torch. Try opening. Uh-oh. When you open the tomb, a horrific creature is released, letting out a piercing cry that cuts you to your brains. It's a banshee. Well, you've seen the visage of the Warlock Lord, and now you have been cursed. Both of these things are time limits in the game. It's important to both to cure yourself before you die, and to stop the Warlock Lord before he destroys the world. Interesting. Some objects in the game are flammable. Set an object on fire by selecting your current torch. Okay, yeah, I've done that. It's a banshee. Harbinger of death and disease. You feel a momentary stabbing pain before the specter winks out of existence. Okay. Take the large orange things. Okay, so your vision clears and the episode passes. Whoa, that was intense. Body wrapped in linen snarled. Okay, so I can burn these, right? Alright. Oh, what did that drop? Go up in flames as the mummy burns. A mask falls to the ground. The horrible visage of this wooden mask resembles a witch from a children's tale. Take it. Interesting. Okay. Ancient wrappings are so dry they almost disintegrate in flames as it burns. A scroll tumbles on the floor. Escape the fire. Careful not to destroy it. A drawing of 6 rectangular shapes are drawn on the parchment. Several lines point to the shapes with writing underneath. You read 2 of the notations. This mirror leads through the furnace and into the castle beyond. Oh, okay. And these mirrors require the power to activate and will teleport to places strewn across the castle. So this must be the mirrors I found before, right? I'll take that. Alright. What's this? You rummage through the thick burlap, finding a scroll and 2 gears. You take these while discarding the sack. The large gear has a series of runes and glyphs inscribed on it. Alright. handwritten scrolls faded and difficult to read, but you can make out one passage. When Majal's tail lights, the northern skies and alignments are in harmony. Then shall ye take the circle runes of water and fire and the all-seeing eye and place them with the great eagle that sits on the one tree. Okay. I think I'm good to take these, right? I won't let me take them. Well, that's mean. Let's light them at least, huh? Okay, let's get out of here. It's in this room. Alright, then we got this guy. Let's go ahead and save again. Within a large cavern, you find yourself on the shore of a placid underground lake. What's going on with this guy? It's hard to tell from the distance, but you think that you see a skeleton chained to a rock. Perhaps you need to get a closer look somehow. Small waterfall empties out into the lake, so somehow you need to drain the water here. But looks like there's something under the water there, right? Sense something large and ominous deep below the surface. Yeah, I do sense that. I can kind of see it there a little bit. There's something you got to do here to take care of that, I'm assuming. A magnificent waterfall cascades from the mouth of an ancient stone statue, painstakingly carved into the cavern wall. Below it, an undulating mass of water hovers playfully above the river. So my guess is somehow the frozen thing of this we saw earlier needs to be used on this to freeze the water so I can get to the skeleton. And this guy maybe somehow helps with the dragon. Maybe. Call this here, and we will return here in a bit. See if we can get further into this place. Alright, well thank you all. Until next time, take it easy. Bye.